Good morning everyone. So in this session we are going to discuss with the same chapter unit first, the boy who broke the bank. Already yesterday in the previous class we have seen that the main characters in the story, and so who are the main characters in the story? We can say that the first one we can say Nadu, the sweeper boy, and secondly we have seen one unknown man is coming from outside with a pressed cloth. Who is that person? Is that Sita. He is the person who is coming with the pressed cloths. Okay. And next we can see, and also he is approaching to the next one. That is a customer of Sita. Who is that other one? One lady, Mrs. Prakash. Okay, I think up to there we have seen, and also Nadu, we can see the worries and the tensions of Nadu, and also the silver boy from the bank, and also the bank is not giving the proper money, and also they are not giving the money, and also they are not giving money for 2 months, and also the Nadu is saying all the worries to his unknown friend. Who is that person? Sita. And also when the story was hearing, the Sitaram was just like in a position, and also just like he is observing all his worries and tension, and also suddenly he is moving from the place, and also next he is coming to the next place, and also there he met one lady. Who was the lady? Mrs. Prakash, and also he is saying all the tension and worries of Nadu, and also suddenly she replied, because I am in search of one worker, because I need to clean this courtyard. Okay. And also suddenly Nadu Sitaram replied, because I have one, because who is working in the bank, and also he is ready to work here, because I think I heard that he is going to leave from the bank, because he is next month I think he is going to resign from the bank, because they are not giving the money, so why he is working. So she became very happy, and also she is ready to take him, and also up to there I think we have completed. I think first to 8 paragraph we have completed yesterday. I think you are clear with this paragraph, and also come to the next paragraph. I think the 9th paragraph. Okay, come to the 9th paragraph. So Sitaram became very glad that he had been of help of both a customer and his friend, hoisted his bag on his shoulders and went on his way. And so Sitaram, because already Mrs. Prakash said, because you can send me to here. So when he was hearing this one, he became very happy, and also Sitaram glad that he had been helped, and also according to him he can just like he's believing that just like I can help both the customer. Who is the customer here? Mrs. Prakash, and also who is the friend? And also this, I think Mrs. Prakash is a customer, and also Mr. I think Nadu, he is the friend of Sitaram, and also he believed, because I can help both customer and his friend. And suddenly he hoisted, when he was hearing this news, suddenly he hoisted means just taken the bag, just like because he is coming with the pressed cloths now. So he hoisted the bag on his shoulders and went on his way, and also suddenly he moved to the other place, because he has gone to the separate, because he wanted to deliver the things to another place. Okay, that's only because he is a delivery boy. Already we said Sitaram said is a delivery boy, so he moved to the next place. Okay, come to the next one. Soon after, Mrs. Prakash set out for a bazaar to make her usual afternoon tour of both the clothes shop, and also usually Mrs. Prakash set out, just like arranged for a trip to the market, just like a afternoon tour. This means just like for visiting to the cloth shop. Usually she used to visit the market and was everywhere, just like going for a purchasing something. Okay, so suddenly there was something. What is that? A large shady tamarind tree grew near the clock tower, and also there was a tamarind tree which was very grew near the clock tower. Okay, it was here that she found her friend, and also when Mrs. Prakash was coming through the way, she found some new friend. Okay, she found another friend. Who is that person? Mrs. Bhushan. That is the next character in this story. Who is the next character? Mrs. Bhushan. Okay. Sheltering from the heat, because sometimes the place becomes very heat, and so she is standing under the tamarind tree. Who is standing under the tamarind tree? Mrs. Bhushan. Okay. So do you know? And suddenly, after just like when they come together, when they meet together, she asked, Mrs. Prakash asked to Mrs. Bhushan, because she has a news. What is the news? The bank is in collapse, and also one who is working and there, he was troubling, and also he is not getting the proper money. So suddenly she said to the other one, Mrs. Bhushan, what's that? Do you know, my dear? Mrs. Prakash said. What she said, Mrs. Prakash? We can expect now. What is that? Same thing. That Seth Govindram's bank can't even pay its employee. The bank, the Seth Govindram bank can't even pay its employee. Okay, they are not giving the proper money to even the employees also. Okay. Only this morning I had a complaint from their sweeper boy, because this morning I got the news from the sweeper boy. That's what he said. Okay. Who hasn't received his pay for 2 months, because he is not getting the money for 2 months. Okay. That's what Mrs. Prakash said to Mrs. Bhushan. Okay. Suddenly, it's disgraceful, exclaimed Mrs. Bhushan. It is very disgraceful. What is meaning disgraceful? We can see that it is very bad and unacceptable that the people at the bank should feel ashamed about, because this is very disgraceful, very bad situation, because this is the bad situation for the bank workers, and also ashamed of the people who are working in the bank. Okay, it will be very shame for them. Okay, exclaimed Mrs. Bhushan. Okay, if they can't pay the sweeper, because even a sweeper, they are not paying even a sweeper, then what may be the situation of others? So they must be in a bad way. Okay, because they may be in a bad way, because they may be on the verge of ruin or collapse. None of the others can be getting paid either. And also she said, even the sweeper, if they are not paying the sweeper, then what is the condition of others? Who said that one? Mrs. Bhushan said to Mrs. Prakash. Okay. So after saying this, because already they made together, and after saying this, Mrs. Bhushan left Mrs. Prakash at the tamarind tree and went in search of her husband. Suddenly, when she was hearing the news, suddenly Mrs. Bhushan left Mrs. Prakash at the tamarind tree, okay, under the tree, and when suddenly she moved from the place and in search of her husband, because she wanted to search her husband, because sometimes she wanted to know whether the account is there or not in that bank. Okay, that's it. Who was found sitting under the fan in Jugal Kishore's electrical good shop, talking with the owner, and also who was found sitting under the fan in Jugal Kishore's electrical good shop, talking with the owner, and also suddenly she understood, and also already she was in search of her husband, and also suddenly he found from where in Jugal Kishore's electrical good shop. Okay, talking with the owner. Okay, simply he was talking with the owner. Okay, so there you are. Okay, you are sitting here, cried Mrs. Bhushan, and also suddenly she is coming, because you are sitting here, just like an exclamation. Okay, I have been looking for you for a time. Okay, just like I am looking for you, because I wanted to say something to you. Nearly an hour, I was searching nearly an hour. I don't know what is happening to this town, because just what is happening in this town. Did you know the bank is going to bankrupt? And so do you know that this bank is going to bankrupt? Bankruptcy means what? It is going to collapse. Or we can say without enough money to pay what they borrowed from others. Even they can't pay the money what they borrowed from others. Okay, bankrupt means without enough money to pay what they borrowed from others. That's what. Okay. What did you say? Suddenly, Mr. Jugal Kishore asked, what did you say? Why are you saying? I can't understand what you are saying. Okay. What did you say? Said Mr. Jugal Kishore. That's another character. Okay. Just see the another character. Sitting up suddenly. Okay, by hearing this news, he's sitting up suddenly. Okay, what happened? Just like saying like this. Okay, which bank is this? So suddenly she replied. Why? No, I think Jugal Kishore replied. Why Seth Govind Ram's bank? Is it? And suddenly Mrs. Bhushan replied, of course, this is the bank which is going to collapse. I hear they have stopped paying their employees too. And also I heard that because Mrs. Bhushan heard that they are stopping paying their employees too. And also no salary for over 3 months. They are not paying them salary for 3 months. Don't tell me you have an account with them, Mrs. Kishore, Mr. Kishore. And also don't tell me you have an account with them, Mr. Kishore. And also Mrs. Bhushan said to Mr. Kishore, okay, should not tell that you have an account in that bank. And suddenly Mr. Kishore replied, what happened? No, I don't have any account in that bank, but my neighbor has. Suddenly Mr. Kishore replied. And he called out to the keeper of the barber shop next door. And suddenly he called out the keeper, just like to the barber shop, to the very next door. Okay. Faiz Hussain, that's the next character. Who is that person? Faiz Hussain. Have you heard that latest? Have you heard the latest news? The Seth Govind Ram's bank is about to collapse. Have you heard that one? It is going to collapse. It is going to destroy or spoil. You would better take your money out while there is still time. If you have any account, you just close it and you just withdraw all the money from the bank. Better. Okay. So Faiz Hussain was cutting the hair, and also when he was hearing, because already Mr. Kishore said to Faiz Hussain, so the bank is in collapse, unless if you have any account, you just withdraw. And suddenly Faiz Hussain was cutting the hair of an elderly gentleman, was so startled because he became very fearful that his hand shook, and also the Faiz Hussain hand, his hand became shook. Shook means shivering. And also he nicked his customer right here. Suddenly, because of the shaking, he nicked. Nicked means cut, a small particle. Nicked, I think only meaning is there. What is that? Made a small cut on something by accident. Accidentally it happened. Just cut the right here. The customer yelled. So after cutting the ear, the customer started helping means what? Just started crying with the pain and distress. And also pain and distress. Distress means, I think, feeling of great worry and unhappiness, because already he cut the right here. Okay, just like a small particle. Okay, pain because of the because of the cut and distress because of the awful news he had just heard. Actually, it is not a knowingly, and already we have seen that the Faiz Hussain, he cut the right here. It is not knowingly, it is unknowingly it happened because of the just like a awful news. Awful news means bad news, because the bank is in collapse. Suddenly he just moved from the place. Okay, with one side of his neck still unshorn, not cut, because the one place already he cut the one side and other place is still remaining. So with an incomplete mode, he with one side of his neck still unshorn. Unshorn means not completed. Okay, not cut. He leaped out of his chair and spread across the road to a general store where there was a telephone. Okay, suddenly he leaped out. Leaped out means suddenly he ran fast to the place, and as across the road, he ran fast and to where? To the telephone, because where there was a telephone, because he wanted to call to inform that Seth Govind Ram. Okay, he dialed with a Seth Govind Ram's number. The Seth was not at home, and so he already made a call, and so the Seth was not at home. Where was he then? And so he asked where he was then. The Seth was holidaying in Kashmir, and so he came to know that he was in enjoying in Kashmir, and so he is holidaying not that so. The elderly gentleman did not believe it. He couldn't even believe it. Okay, so the next session to be continued tomorrow.